if World War I happened today. Hey, I'm Trevloid, and these posts are definitely real.
What are you even trying to say?
Both are dogs. One is a master, one is a slave. Speech is what separates them. Never let them silence you. One wears pants, one doesn't wear pants. Pants is what separates them. Never let them clothe you. Y'all, so I put Anti-Hero as my name in Starbucks, and the barista yelled, "Best song on Midnights?" And I said, "It's me, hi!" And then everyone around me started to sing, "I'm the problem, it's me at tea time, everybody agrees." OMG, I'm crying. So you just used an extremely vague and common word, and everybody knew what you were talking about. Yeah, I believe you. Childhood is when you idolize Batman. Adulthood is when you realize cheese is really expensive. Yo, that dream was so good. My brain 2 seconds later. 8 years old now. 8 years old back then. I don't see the problem, they're just mimicking the VeggieTales dance. Right? Right? Imagine waiting your whole life to be at the Oscars, and you end up sitting behind a stratus cloud.
But someone can sit behind this. Or is her skin color your problem?
Yeah, if you make it a race issue, I instantly don't like you. She's not even sitting down, goober. Hey, is this Noah? Wrong number, sorry. Noah, please let me on the ark. Please, it's me. Wrong number, man. Don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. I mean, true, but why the anime picture in the background? Is this some revolutionary thought? You ever look behind you when you're walking, or are you a man? Remember, fellas, if you don't want to make a woman uncomfortable and you're walking behind her at night, sprint full speed ahead so you can pass her quickly so she doesn't have to worry about you walking behind her anymore. As men, we need to make sure that we're taking care of women and that we respect their boundaries. So if you care about them, you should heed my advice. I'm fine. Faking a smile. Insecure. Numb. Emotionally unstable. Freaking pooping. I'm taking a poop. Now I'm pooping. Extremely big poop coming. Displaced citizens sheltering in the Sir Hospital in Khan Yunis shared a photo of Israeli sniper bullets fired at the hospital. What, are they using slingshots? What do you mean they were fired at the hospital? Bruh! At least we know which side is better at propaganda. Me, if being a professional yapper was a job. Right now, I'd say I'm probably like a semi-pro, trying to go professional sometime soon. I think everyone should try dating an animal at least once. You know, as a treat. I'm gonna make sure that when you say as a treat, you're not gonna act like that blonde girl Whitney on YouTube who talked about having relations with her dog, and instead you're saying treat because it's a play on words because dogs eat treats. Please don't give me a reason to think otherwise. There is no difference between having sex with 36 men and having sex 36 times with one man. Have you never been in a loving relationship? This probably has to be the worst take of 2024 so far. Hey, how are you?
Leave me alone!
Oh, Florida has passed a bill that will ban social media for users under 16. You monsters celebrating this do realize this is horrifying if you were a trans teenager in Florida, right? Why would I realize that? Why would anybody realize that? Is Johnny Depp a Nazi? The washed-up former actor was spotted wearing red laces by fans, a symbol of neo-Nazism. This just in. Is Helen Keller a racist? Mrs. Keller was spotted walking out of a local Chipotle with a burrito instead of a brown paper bag. Why wasn't the bag white? Find out next time on Pee Pee Poo Poo News. When I realize I accidentally ate the fries that freeze you in time. Boys need positive male role models.
No, they need to be taught to see women as people.
So a positive male role model wouldn't tell another man to see a woman as a real person? You're just as bad as the racists. Introvert me, waiting for someone to fall in love with me while spending every weekend at home. I personally like to take on the path of the man who says hi to a girl at once, and once we establish that we know each other, every time I see her I walk past her and don't look at her. From Software fans. Holy crap! 2 cakes! Nintendo fans.
Only Nintendo can make cakes. This isn't fair.
My genius self after realizing I can microwave my spoon so the ice cream is easier to eat. I don't care who does it or why they do it. Let me be perfectly clear. The act of intentional weight loss is fat-phobic and anti-fat. You cannot lose weight intentionally without your actions reinforcing the anti-fat idea that anyone can just lose weight. Well, almost anyone can just lose weight. I would know. I was growing up a fat kid. I've been fat a lot of my life. I'm not fat anymore. I don't hate fat people. I mean, if me wanting you to be healthy means I'm anti-fat, then I'm a flaming fatchist. I shouldn't say that on YouTube. Kinda sounds like fascist. We just want the best for you. Alright, so 5 women. Cool women, don't get me wrong, whom I've never met have asked me to give them a baby the old school way since moving home. Some in person, some online, all within a few months. Some are in committed relationships with partners having fertility issues. Some outright asked me to be an active father and partner. One said, I need someone strong like you to be there for me and our child. I'm not that stable. That was a neat one. Your genetics are beautiful, and I feel safe with you, is the reoccurring compliment, and I just hope fellow pretty guys start to behave better. I don't know. Humans are neat. I respect the straight upness for sure. I'm going back to eating Funyuns. I love those tasty little rings. Yeah. Okay, buddy. You just blowing from Waffle Town? You're the CEO of Waffleville? Waffler extraordinaire? The only thing I believe about this post is that you reached into your Funyun bag afterwards. Funyuns are pretty good. Me in heaven, explaining what a Fortnite battle pass is to a Roman citizen who was crucified for stealing a loaf of bread. Drinking cow's milk is just as weird as drinking your neighbor's breast milk. That's like saying drinking water is weird because fish piss in it. Me telling the officer I'm strapped up so he knows that I was wearing my seatbelt. The same boiling water that softens the potato, hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. The same water that cleanses your skin is the same water that turns into piss and flows out of you. I'm black. This doesn't even offend me. Come on, ma'am. You must not care about your race as much as I care about yours. Imagine telling somebody else what they should and shouldn't be offended by. Maybe you don't care about their race. Maybe you just care about being right and wanting to look cool and nice in front of other people, when in reality, you just like spreading hate. Let's not do that. How vegans think deer die in the wild. Hey, this is Trevloid, and these memes are a criminal offense.
Do not try this at home!
My brother posted this on Snapchat.
Better be surprising everyone at school tomorrow. Guys, I didn't mean anything by that surprise. The cops came and asked me about my post. I got a haircut. I had a buddy in high school who made a joke about Pop in the trunk. In the context, it was funny. It sounds terrible out of context, and yeah, something similar happened to him. Hey, you only live once. Be young. Make jokes. My spam bots are getting more experimental. Dr. Robert, how is my horse recovering from his injury? If you text someone whose horse is recovering from an injury, no one's gonna assume that's a scammer. I mean, you throw out 1,000 lines, someone's bound to bite, right? This is why you shouldn't wrap your food in newspapers. And may the Jehovah's Witness watch me do backflips. Have him show you some bike trips after that. Or those Mormons? I don't know. Finally joined Bored Ape YC. I sold my kidney for this NFT, but I think Bay YC is a bigger flex. So excited to be part of this community. Happy 21st birthday to the incredibly talented Billie Eilish. Sorry for the late post, by the way. My next door neighbor was killed, and I was at the police station for almost 24 whole hours. This one time in 3rd grade, I was really mad at my mom, so I fiercely googled "I want a bomb" on her laptop like 900 times because I thought the government would come and arrest her. Imagine you wanted to make a bomb, right? FBI comes to your house, he's like, yeah, what's up with this? What's going on? You're like, oh, I have a nephew. He got into it with my mom. He just wanted to get her in trouble. Like, hey, dude, police are probably gonna buy it.
Hey, Elmo, wire me $100,000 right now or Dorothy gets it.
Not today, Repo Man. The true definition of, if I can't have it, nobody can. South Korean representatives hold hands when opening the door at the DMZ meeting room with the North to keep from being pulled across the border. On a real note, that has to be incredibly scary. I imagine that it's happened more than once before, which is why there's now a rule for it. They say all laws are written in blood, so who's the poor guy that got defected to North Korea? 2 dolphins found with gunshot and stab wounds in Florida. Fellas, who's out here jumping dolphins? Bet you it was those Southside sea lions. It's a bad day to be an op. I'm not Chinese, but I can cook some ramen while we watch a movie. That's definitely a way to start a conversation with someone that's Chinese. Who's your favorite communist? If I was in her position, I'd be kind of flattered, to be honest. Aside from the whole racism thing. I mean, the dude's just trying to hit on you. Yeah, who am I kidding? I'm afraid of women. I'm the best dressed MF at this playground. Why are you there, gang? To play? I stand on business. Thinking about writing a book. He will be baked. What happened? My dad died, and my family don't got enough money to bury him. How much it cost? $7,600? Damn. You better air fry that MF. I'm telling you right now. Stop sleeping on them air fryers, man. Stop it. I use that air fryer so much. You have no clue. You can clean it so easily. Ninja, please sponsor me. I will do anything to spread the love of your blenders and your air fryers. Anything. Join the 3-day challenge. No crack on February 29th, 30th, and 31st. I know half of you are crackheads, so I'm trusting you. Forgot to give my little cousin a blanket last night. Hey, low-key, that looks pretty cozy. I, female 24, spend months telling my GP something isn't right. He didn't listen. This is the stage 4 tumor they found at the hospital now. That is not mildly infuriating. Bro, you got brain cancer. You're gonna die. I'm not one to like advocate going to sue people, but you put your life in this person's hands, and they didn't do their job. Now, I assume there's a reason for that, but you can't miss a stage 4 tumor. That's just negligence. I'm not saying you should sue them, but if you don't get on people for their mistakes like this, it's gonna happen to the others. So, I mean, you might as well get a bag and provide for your family if you're going out that way, you know? More so, set the precedent so it doesn't happen to somebody else. On the real, man, that sucks. My dentist keeps texting me. Thinking about those teeth. You brushing? Working 80 hours sucks, but once I see that check, it makes it all worth it. By any chance, do you work on a field? And do you work with other people who live in the same house as you? And does your boss also live in the same field as you, just in a nicer residence? Or is that just, never mind. Why is there 2 cuties on my screen? I can't take it. Cuteness overload. There are 4 skinless bodies decomposing in your water heater. I split up with my boyfriend yesterday. I fell asleep while he was packing and he stole my toilet. The executioner looking at me after I asked to eat the electric chair as my last meal. Yeah, I get skill issued. The punishment for stealing $5K in Canada is a $2K fine. Follow for more financial advice. He did say it was financial, not moral. Florida man claims he only drank at stoplights and not while driving. Again, advice, just not moral advice. He's literally bathing in his own blood. Okay, Epstein did it. Okay, never mind. BuzzFeed idea. Kids that play Minecraft are left in the woods to survive for 7 days. Another idea. Kids that play Fortnite are deployed into Iraq for 7 days. Can I suggest that kids who play League of Legends go to anger counseling for a month straight? Drug called Grey Death can kill with just 1 dose. Is this a warning or an advertisement? What's up with Gen Z and the suicide jokes? This police department review is everything. They were very gentle when they handcuffed me, and their patrol vehicles are incredibly roomy. Overall, very professional. We'll get arrested by them again, for sure. A very good anti-car theft system. I'd be too scared to get back into my own car. I'd be too scared to drive with that thing in general. Which one would be your next bite? Mine would be B. Alright, let me lay down the law for you guys real quick, for any of you who aren't aware. B seems like the obvious next choice, right? Well, you'd be wrong. A is a factor, but C equalizes out the sandwich, makes it symmetrical, and it makes the next bite after that taste even better. You're working for a reward here. It's like going to your work and then getting a paycheck afterwards. C is walking so B can run. And after that, you can even amplify the effects even more for an A. But if you take A next instead of B, then after you take B, you're not going to have much to work on. So the next bite following B is probably going to be another B, and it won't be as satisfactory if you put A in between those 2 B bites. I hope that makes sense. Message from the dog groomers. Hi! Dexter is dead! Hi, Dexter is ready now! Sorry, stupid autocorrect. He had a great time. Whoever put vodka in a water bottle and then put it in the freezer is responsible for Valerie getting drunk during her soccer game. Valerie is in 8th grade. Man, I remember in 8th grade, kids were bringing vodka and, it was like mixed with Gatorade, I think. Or they put vodka in their Gatorade, yeah, and they drink it in class. 8th grade, bro. What happened to playing with crayons and G.I. Joe? I had a Toe Jam Jimmy doll and a tech deck. These kids have alcoholism in 12 bodies by the age of 14. I don't know. They ate my boy Randall, and I'm gonna eat you all up, cause I love you all so much. Do people who run marathons know they don't have to? Hey, this is Trevloid, and these TikTok screenshots will make you really, really fat. This man's beige flag is that no matter where we go to eat, he will always present 2 food options to our server and ask, which is more food? He truly doesn't care about what food he eats, he just wants more of it. Something tells me that a lot of guys, including me, do this, and women just don't seem to understand. They actually make you go blind if you wear them for more than 1 hour.
Where did you hear this?
I made it up. Old people wearing smart casual just to watch TV all day. Hey, but remember, if you play video games, you're useless. You can watch TV all day, though. That's okay. This month, I'm doing a challenge called February. It's where I try to make it through every day in February. And you're doing a great job. All of you are. Being a teacher must be wild. Imagine pulling up to work and your arch nemesis is some 7-year-old kid named Aiden. When my ex confessed to cheating on me, I asked with who, and this MF said, guess. Hey, if he said guess, you probably already knew. And if you already knew, then that's your fault for staying in the relationship. Man knew what he was doing. If a public bathroom door is locked, don't forget to try to repeatedly open it and give the person using it paralyzing anxiety. So this is about the same level of heinous as it is when you're a parent and you have a kid and you're in the checkout line, right? And you're like, oh, I forgot something, so you go to grab it, right? But as you go to grab it, you're telling the kid, you're like, hey, just stay in line for me. I'll be back in time. But you're not back in time. And now it's time to pay, and the kid's freaking out, and now he has an anxiety disorder for the rest of his life. 13-year-old me on World of Warcraft helping a 27-year-old woman through a divorce. You know what I don't like about this meme? Is that I was related to the 13-year-old. But now the 27-year-old is more relatable. Not that I have a divorce or a girlfriend. You know, just the age. Never mind. I'm waffling, bro. Shouldn't record these at 4:40 a.m. The uncle holding back the urge to bring up politics at Thanksgiving dinner. What do you mean the chemicals are turning the frogs gay? Handcuffing deaf people takes away their freedom of speech. Me at 3 a.m. trying to figure out whether that's my jacket or a headless man standing very still in the dark. Passed out 19 times, but your cinnamon rolls are done.
Ooh.
Oh. When my credit card is declined at therapy, so the therapist brings out an evil goblin that has an evil smile and a little knife and it starts to run towards me. How long did you have to sit in your chair to think of that? An introvert taking their much-needed bathroom break after throwing out 83. Oh yeah. 35. No ways. And 49. That's crazy. At the family gathering. Bros. I understand small talk when you're talking to a girl or a new friend and you're just, establishing what is comfortable between you two, getting to know each other, filling out the mood. Anything else and I freaking hate it. Oh, how's school going? Oh, it's good, it's fine. You say anything else, then they just sit there and look at you like, why'd you actually answer the question? Well, if you didn't want to know, why'd you ask me? I want to know how your life is doing, but I feel like now because you responded that way, I'm not going to ask you because you probably don't want to tell me anyway. It's evil. I like to go in and randomly bother the mayor because he's required to listen to me talk. I like to imagine this is who they modeled Doug Dimmadome after. Sometimes I walk around the hot tub bench and pretend I'm spending my final moments wandering the corridors of a sinking vessel. Whenever I hear someone use come, came, or coming in a sentence. MFs in class be like, I got 40 minutes left. 2 20-minute halves. Just gotta get through 10 minutes 4 times. So some months back I started adding cardio to my workout routine, right? I hit the treadmill for about half an hour at the end of all my workouts now. Just slim down a little bit more, When you start getting tired on a treadmill, and especially if you don't have headphones, that ish takes, it's like an hour is actually like a minute, in the sense that you spend a minute on that thing and it feels like an hour. Once you get in your groove and your flow state, that is just wonderful. It feels amazing. But until then, you're pulling out some strategies like you are in this meme. I can't wait to play GTA 6. Oh, I'm so excited. The cancer cells slowly forming in your body. Nah. I'd play. When they want to meet up in person, but that means it'll ruin the perceived internet version of me, and they will also see my side profile. I don't use filters in any of my photos for this reason. And let's be honest, if they like those, I've got nothing to lose at this point. Then what is there to worry about? I think women have this perceived, ugliest side of them, right? Like a side profile, they probably feel like they look like Squidward in the mirror, but as a guy, you're probably like, damn, my girlfriend's hot. When my mom doesn't like my taste in men, but we both got pregnant by the same man, yep, you're going to jail. If you got a crush on me, tell me now before I spend my Valentine's money on alcohol. I'll be your Valentine. Not that that's a good thing. You should probably go talk to real women and not listen to my memes on the internet. I'm thankful you do, but I want to see you succeed. If every college lecture just made tiny 1-minute lectures and put them on an app where I can scroll through it while watching a Minecraft guy do parkour, I would pass every class with flying colors. So my future depends on me? Sending snaps in IKEA boy rooms just to make him jealous. Yeah, even if I knew that was fake and breaking up with you. And guess who has to study because I didn't start that YouTube channel in 2008? Yeah, definitely not me. Yeah. Me eating, realizing I should ask my barber where he gets his haircut, then go there and slowly make my way up the chain until I find the greatest barber in the world. It's a haircut. You goober. Ordering your last meal before the electric chair. If China is 12 hours ahead of New York, why didn't they warn them about 9/11? That doesn't prove to you communism is bad. Then I don't know what will. You just found out you weren't ghosted. The boy you were talking to was just sentenced to 2 years in prison. He used a call from prison to tell his brother to text you to let you know where he's been. Hey, you better marry that man when he gets out. Unless he went to prison for murder. Then that's up to you. No, I actually feel bad for babies. Imagine their leg is itchy and they cry and an MF says, "You want to play peekaboo?" In 2nd grade, our teacher told us to write the largest 3-digit number we could think of, and I wrote 629 and everyone else wrote 999. And then they put me in the special ed room for 4 months. I think I'm a little stupid. I remember growing up I was signing up for class president, vice president, treasurer, all that crap. Well, I remember I was running for it. And one of the questions was give examples of when you were, a leader or in leadership positions. And I was like, I'm a leader by telling kids violence is not the answer and all this jazz. And I realized some years later how stupid I was. I feel like I could relate a lot to this man. When a customer I was ringing up put her card in the wrong way and then apologized and said, "Sorry, it's the brain cancer," and then started crying. Alcohol is more socially acceptable to drink in public than milk, which is a damn shame because milk is one of the greatest things this planet has ever been blessed with. How do you not like milk? If SeaWorld were to cost $60, I'm taking something home with me. Knowing SeaWorld, you're probably doing those penguins a favor. Today was my exam day, so my friends and I made a plan to not take it. The plan was to cover the license plate on my car and do a hit and run while I pretend to walk to my class innocently. Now, I'm out for the full semester and may be paralyzed from the hips down for the rest of my life. Probably still feels better than going to school. I see that smirk on your face under that mask. You can't lie to me. If you want flowers on the 14th of February, just die on the 13th. Or you don't die, you just die to yourself and say screw the approval of people. And if you get a girlfriend, cool. And if you don't, well then you have homies to hang out with and chocolates go on discount the next day. And chocolates are the best candy. So, who's the real winner? Yeah, am I stupid for buying this? Cost me $90. Hey, I'm Trevloid, and I think I'm at my wit's end.
I suck. Why would you
I mean, Clash Royale is pretty fun. Yeah, definitely don't play League of Legends. Gobstoppers, Society, a rock in perfect health. A rock in obvious distress. It's kind of like that baby topic we had last week, right? Like if a baby's crying, and you're like, hey, you want to play peekaboo? What if his leg is just itchy? The rock shows no signs of emotion. He is a stoic rock. Being a man of yogurt, I know how to keep a full tummy without ruining Din Din. Yogurt is probably the best food in existence. Only early birds will get this.
Why isn't it doing anything?
Because there is no answer greater than silence, and no punishment greater than forgiveness. My girl told me her car wasn't driving smooth. Well, I guess that's one thing that your brain and car doesn't have in common, huh? Gaslighting me doesn't work because I already don't trust my memory, and I don't care what actually happened.
Nothing is impossible.
MFers, when I tell them to count to infinity, it's impossible. Debating whether it's cold enough to wear my drippiest outfit yet. Normal outfit with a jacket. Hey man, if you feel good in what you wear, then you feel good, and confidence is what carries you. At least. Sometimes. I kinda got a big forehead, so confidence can only carry me so much. I bring a sort of got any grapes vibe to the lemonade stand that the man running the stand don't really like. Do they make grape lemonade? Like, they have strawberry lemonade and different flavors, I'm sure, like a peach or a mango lemonade. I'm sure of it. They have sweet tea lemonade. I feel like a grape lemonade would go crazy. It's one of the best Kool-Aid flavors. You just have to make a lemonade base and add some grape to it. Some frozen grapes on top. Bro, we're making bank this summer. Yo, why are they sharing resources with no profit incentive? Microsoft engineers removing Uno from the oldest Xbox known to man. You have Uno, you absolute idiot! That's it. I've lost my mind. I bring a sort of, wait, what was your name? Vibe to the conversation that people who just introduce themselves don't really like. We filmed a video the other day and everybody I met, we introduced each other for the first time. I forgot everybody's name so fast. It's so hard, man. You can't... my brain might be a little bit smooth, dude. What am I supposed to do when I'm offered currency in exchange for my labor? Arms are weak, vomited in mom's spaghetti, sweat over is heavy.
I don't think that's how it goes.
Eminem. The Amazon rainforest has so much potential. Why aren't we doing this? That Walmart would absolutely hit different. Hey, does anyone want to play Fortnite? Americans at 21 getting to drink. Europeans at 21 giving up alcohol. Got this new arrow to help me figure out where to go. Is that from The Sims? That looks so vaguely familiar, like the WoW add-on Questy or maybe Simpsons Hit and Run. This is gonna bug me. Mesmerized by the extraordinary geology. Mesmerized by the beautiful sunset. They are captivated by nature's beauty.
I immediately knew when he said, son of a glitch, that they were trying to sneak in a bit of an adult joke. Clever.
How I'd be staring at my friends after they constantly flame me and bring my mood down. Sometimes I think it's a joke and then sometimes it gets a little bit too real. And then I wonder, do my friends actually hate me? Or am I just soft-skinned? I don't know.
Your hair is soft.
Let me show you a little secret weapon of mine real quick. How to have fun when you're poor.
Mom found the piss drawer.
I saw this video the other day of a guy with a piss closet. Like the piss drawer, that's pretty cool. But the piss closet is disgusting. Look at this, it's freaking gross. Other people. Me. I think we should see other people. Boo! I have an image of your house. Are you scared? How to wash a frying pan. Fill the pan with hot soapy water. Tell everyone it needs to soak. Forget about it. Sometimes the real clues are inside you. This and some YouTube. Hey, this is really mediocre channel that I know of. It starts with a T and it rhymes with Trevloid. You might like him.
Okay, sir. Can you explain this gap in your resume?
Yes. That is when I did not have a job. This is, how can we hire the best liar candidate? They're gonna pretend like we're not in the worst frickin' financial situation in America and I don't know how long. It's as bad as it was in 2004 as far as I'm aware, if not worse. It's actually really scary when you look at the statistics. Everybody kinda knows this, but nobody admits to it. Number of Super Bowl wins by country. Hey, back-to-back World War champs, baby.
Why'd you like my picture from 2017?
Weirdo? I'm not weird. You just haven't looked good for a while. Hey, stand on business. Tell it like it is. I never lose an argument. I just start doing this.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
What is something that is not illegal, yet still heavily frowned upon?
Murder.
That's illegal.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hey, this is Trevloid. Hey, one sec, hold on. I'm getting a call. Snail in my ear telling me to buy a little treat. Me listening to the snail. My girlfriend works in a sushi restaurant. She's pretty. Your girlfriend's pretty or the octopus? MFs be like, I need a moment. Okay. Which one? Why don't women ask men out? In this day and age, where every single norm is being questioned, amended, and reiterated, why don't I see or hear about women going up to a man and asking him out instead of just waiting in mental agony? Obviously, there are exceptions, but I'd be swooned if I experienced this. Wish it was a lot more common. I graduated high school in 1999 and got asked out as much if not more than I did the asking. I don't think it's uncommon. Maybe you just haven't experienced it. Grandpa over here pulling! In the modern day, it's a lot more risky for a man to do these things. Obviously we want to talk to people, but we're also told that, hey, maybe we shouldn't. In that case, guys don't receive compliments much either in comparison to like what women do. I'm pretty sure if you like a guy and you just tell him, you're in for a good return. You really have got nothing to lose, unless you can't take rejection, and that's your own fault. Moms be like, pause the game! Someone tried to stab me, and they ruined my favorite jacket. Mildly infuriating. My brother in Christ. This is attempted homicide. What do you mean they tried to stab you? Did they just, like, poke you softly? Bro, that's... In Fortnite, you go for the win even with bad loot. Why not apply that to life? I waited too long to notice this. Thank you, Fortnite. After 3,256 days, he finally asked, somewhere deep in the woods. Just in case you said no. Do you ever get scared by your own creative projects? Had to put this down for a while. You chill out, man. You'd be in the history books with that one. Did you know a group of ferrets is called a business? A group of gorillas is called a band? A group of sexists is called gamers? Epic. But we're actually racists. A big loopy on the beat. You tell him. The game last night, according to my 2-year-old daughter. Bullcrap. The Bulls logo doesn't resemble a cow, especially not in the eyes of a 2-year-old. 2-year-olds don't associate horns with a cow. You're a liar, and I hope your ugly, stupid kid chokes on a grape. You then should die from personal doing out of guilt. Not for her death, but for being a stupid, freaking butthole in general. You know, Positivity Man is really living up to his name here. Almost like cows versus puppy is something to be offended by. Hush, baby. Let me spoil you tonight. How the heck did they make this look so good? My GF gave me permission to post this pic of her at 13. She looks like a 23-year-old closet lesbian. That is not a 13-year-old. This person has a mortgage. Mortgage? Mortgage? Why is it spelled mortgage, but pronounced mortgage? What the? Xbox doesn't have exclusives. Yeah, right, it doesn't. Drinking laxatives and supergluing my butthole shut. Unstoppable force versus a movable object. Okay, so this, if real, has over 3 million views. Is this what you guys want? Do you guys want to see me superglue my butthole shut and take laxatives? I mean, obviously you don't want to see me actually superglue. I'm not made for live television. New interior for the whip. Yep, this dude drives a Cadillac. People who owned hamsters, what's the weirdest way they died? She literally ate all of her children and died choking on the last one. Weird? Not really. Absolutely gruesome and metal? Definitely. Sometimes 2 p.m. is good morning. If it was a good morning, I'd be fishing. Would you rather date an astrology girl, or if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best? Girl. If you're not into girls, a nice guy or a gym bro. We're gonna ignore what the other guy said, but if you just want someone who agrees with you, an astrology girl is probably the way. You just gotta find a crystal and convince her that it's for that use, you know? Don't listen to this advice. I hate astrology. Mood. It probably did. Out of everything in this video, this is my favorite one. How did the kid from your school die? The wrestling team bully with anger management issues punched an elderly man in a road rage incident, and the elderly man shot him dead and was acquitted as it was deemed self-defense. Yeah, it's always the wrestling kids. I don't know why. How to become a billionaire in 2 steps. Step 1, save $1 million per year. Step 2, do this for 1,000 years. Hey, advice is advice, and this isn't wrong. It's unattractive to me when a man has never been to jail before. You're not even a man yet. This is why y'all be getting beat up. I mean, honestly, well, bro, when you see your boy, but he's not a dab-up distance, so you gotta act like you don't see him yet. Like clockwork, baby. Like clockwork. Sissy liberals and their soft, pretty little hands. So smooth and cute and kissable little hands. Probably feels nice to hold those soft, liberal hands. What? Oh, I'm sorry, liberal. Did I offend you? Do you want a band-aid? Do you want a hug? Do you want a kiss? I'll kiss you. I'll do it. Right on your mouth. Come here, liberal. That's it. Your libs are so... okay. I'm not doing this. 6 a.m. after pulling an all-nighter. 11 a.m.
Alright, guys, who the flip decided rendezvous would be pronounced like that?
Poor monolinguals. They can't seem to understand that other languages besides English exist.
What the heck did you just call me?
She called you Mongolian. Kathy, you frickin' doofus. In an attempt to seem woke, you've come out as the biggest idiot in this post. This has nothing to do with being monolingual. Tapping my AirPod to stop a song mid-conversation. I know everyone's like, the only way to kill Dracula is a stake through the heart, but in modern times, I think we should at least try hitting him with a very fast car. Hey, do you like Squidward?
Yes.
Then you gotta check out the show SpongeBob SquarePants. He's in it. Want a piece of pie? I cut it myself. Congratulations! Oh my gosh! You're Finland! It's honestly sad seeing 13 and 14-year-olds smoking and vaping. Those kids must try labor so much they vape to simulate working in a mine. Alright boys, honest question. This tier list is pretty good, but why the heck is Mug in F tier? Some bullcrap. If your ex was on fire, what would you use to put him out?
Napalm. I love the smell of it in the morning.
I would notify the fire department and wait for them to respond. Hopefully it wouldn't be a waste of perfectly good postage stamp. I don't know why, but this kind of just annoyed me. Is that stupid? Does that make sense? I don't know. I had a nightmare years ago where a bear was chasing me and I just stopped running and I became lucid and asked him why he was chasing me. He replied that he's going through a divorce and is really stressed out. My grandma's pregnant. She's only 46, so we were pretty excited at first, but now she's claiming my husband is the father. I don't know what to do. He does spend a lot of time helping at her house. I can't believe he'd have relations with my granny though. We have to wait months for a paternity test. If it's his, would the baby be my aunt and uncle and stepchild? It's also worth noting that my husband is both my brother and my uncle, and my grandma is his grandma too, and also his ex-girlfriend. Really not sure what to do. And no, this is not a stupid joke. This is serious, so please refrain from rude responses. There are no words. There is no explanation. Surprising my 1 millionth subscriber by taking his wife to dinner. Oh, what a nice man. I have 70 hours work week. You think 40 is bad? That's cute.
Oh, you have a broken arm? Well, I have terminal cancer.
Yeah, honestly, if you're one of these people, you need to relax. There's nothing to brag about working multiple hours a week, more than you should be already. That's cool, that's your purpose. You're a hard worker, but life is so much more than just making someone else money. Why do baby clothes have pockets when they have no money or goals? Hey, no, word up, Albert, you're onto something here. Firefighter ramps 3 cop cars blocking entrance. They were waiting for that part of the building to turn black from the fire so they could start shooting at it. Yo, what the? You'll ever say something in conversation and you can physically feel that you just chose the wrong dialogue option? Yeah, so, bro, every day. I've done live video castings that millions of people see, and I do this crap all the time in those. I do stuff in these voiceovers where I'm just like, I thank God that this wasn't live and I just said that. Some people just aren't made for live television or radio or whatever it may be. Am I one of them? Probably. I mean, why? Brothers, sisters, I love you guys. I'm gonna stop yapping. A man opens a pub, starts taking stray kitties in and ends up with Bristol's first cat pub. Hey, this is Trevloid. And this is a legendary W.
This is how you put your coat on very quickly.
Wait, I get it now. IKEA dates are powerful because you can walk through the store and imagine a life together. I literally got my girlfriend to unbreak up with me by going to an IKEA store. Just as friends. We've been married for 15 years now and have 3 kids. I've found in my life that as men, we're stupid, and we like things fast sometimes, but we're willing to give it all the time that it needs. Women, on the other hand, seem to think about the future and the things that they want long term, but maybe they want it too fast. We're kind of the inverse. This plan is foolproof. So, I've been waiting to do this for a while. It's not sexy, it's not perfect, but hell, I worked my ass off for this. From 525 to the mid-200s, and I'm proud. As you should be, Brock. That ish is remarkable. People don't understand how hard that actually is. Why are you dressed like that?
Like what?
Nah, that goes hard. My wife found this bottle of Dawn dish soap sitting in my parents' shower. Apparently, my dad uses it to wash his entire body because if it's good enough for the baby ducks, it's good enough for me. Absolute legend. It's kind of like how people are like, ew, you eat dog food. Well, yeah, to a point, but why are you feeding your dogs food that you yourself wouldn't eat? Dude, Rorschach is my favorite superhero. I just wish his mask didn't have a picture of my parents fighting on it. Wait, what? No, he doesn't. It's a picture of a really fat guy and a really skinny guy duking it out. What do you mean? This is my dad when he married my mom. I asked him, why were you dressed like this to the wedding? And he said, your mom invited me to the wedding, but she didn't tell me whose wedding it was. That's kind of fire. If you did this to your future wife, that's a terrible idea. Absolutely horrendous. Don't ever think about it. But as a man, this would actually be kind of gas if your buddies were in on it. Miami Heat waited until Eric Spoelstra's divorce was finalized to give him a record-breaking $120 million contract. I butchered his name probably, sorry. She ain't in it for the money. Must have been for love. Lost nothing. Come on, honey, open up. Here comes the point. My hands look like this, so hers can look like this. Hey, isn't it weird how we live longer than man? Huh. Weird. Men. Shooting a potato at a tennis racket to make french fries. Since when is innovation causing early deaths? If anything, we're saving lives. I don't see the problem. In 2020, an Italian man walked 450 kilometers to cool off after he had an argument with his wife. Oh, you think 5th grade is hard? Wait till you get to middle school, bub. I remember in junior high, the 8th graders would call the 7th graders scrubs. This reminds me of those people online who are like, that 21-year-old guy dated a 20-year-old girl, he groomed her, and he is a pedophile. I assume that a lot of these people are probably the same people that are doing this nowadays. In 2013, a dad in China hired professional gamers to kill his unemployed son in video games, so his son would give up and go get a job. You don't understand. If I don't gank a top lane 20 times, my team's gonna feed. And if they feed, we get even less gold. So what do you understand about economics, father? Did you ever take an accounting class? I didn't think so. So let me earn my gold while you earn your dollar bills and bootlick to the economy while I make my money online and sell it to gold traders. Yeah, the dad's probably doing a good thing here. Rate my grandma's setup. The RGB is all shades of blue. Grandma knows what she wants. 8 out of 10. Woman who was stabbed 32 times by her ex-boyfriend married the paramedic who saved her life. That's great. Good for them. I asked this guy, "How tall are you?" And he handed me this, saving the other half of my drink for later. Trying to figure out how my husband knows about Bitcoin, car engines, world economy, inflation, politics, stock market, calorie deficit, etc., but never knows when and why I'm upset. Do you want to know why? Because when we want to know something or how to do something, we put our mind to it. We Google that ish for like 3 days straight. Streamers be like, there it is. I want to be friends with boys the way boys are friends with boys. I once had my mate weld shut my mini fridge on my birthday, and I couldn't get to any of my booze. Women can't handle this type of friendship. You're gonna get welded shut, and your car keys are gonna get stolen, and your cat's gonna get painted another color, and they're gonna wear your makeup on their face, and all the oils are gonna mix and give you acne, and they're gonna wear your clothes, and they're gonna publicly humiliate you in front of guys you think are cute, and they're gonna try and riz them up in public in front of you and get them to switch sides. But you do you. I'm at a Michelin star restaurant right now to celebrate my wife's promotion/new role. I know many might not consider this a big deal, but I used to be a janitor, cleaning crap toilets at car dealerships in Stockton, and stealing Pop-Tarts from my high school cafeteria. God is good. God bless you, brother. You deserve it. My bro's costume. Brother, I can tell you right now, at some point in that night, that guy is going to get so much attention. They're gonna want to take off his mask and stuff, and the dude's just gonna be funny. He's gonna be the show. I was playing FIFA 19 with some random dude online, and he was using his headset and probably forgot to turn it off, so I was leading 3-0 at halftime, and I heard him say, "Hey, if I win, will you sleep over?" And a girl replied, "Yes, but you won't win." I had to let the bro win 5-3 for the culture. Bottom-ranked sumo wrestler burst into tears after winning first championship. A sumo wrestler who entered Japan's first major tournament of the year at the lowest rank broke down in tears after beating the odds and finishing at the top. The face of a champ, baby. Surviving a negative 36-degree night. No tent and no sleeping bag. Men will literally do anything, but go to a therapist. I talked to him for a little bit. Bro, Jim. Like, it's... Please, do not eat gummy bears. Gummy bears are surprisingly intelligent. I literally still can't believe this happened to me. Hey, I know it's in 45 minutes, but can we postpone our date? My friend just showed me his NFT collection. He has 3 apes. And I wanted to record a podcast about it with him, lol. That's fine. You automatically know that the dude talking about NFTs is, in fact, a dude. Guys being dudes, HOF, I don't know what that word means. Would somebody like to explain it to me? What is HOF? 1987 Sears Wish Book. G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Never had this thing as a kid. Had to wait until I was almost 50. Things I do every day. It's never a waste when I'm with you guys. I was sitting at my desk all day, and suddenly in the middle of back-to-back Zoom calls, my ankle starts throbbing with pain and swelling up huge, and then discoloring. What? How did I badly sprain my ankle on a Zoom call? I can't even walk. This makes no sense. Sounds like a blood clot. Go to ER ASAP? Nope, I am a former 911 paramedic, and I followed up a little bit on this post. The dude indeed had a blood clot, and this person about saved their life. That is the power of love. Yes, I cleaned my room. That one chair. Hey, this is Trevloid, and you better strap up. You know what time it is.
Listen serious. Everybody knew got knows kung fu.
Me, after Jigsaw explained the game to me 5 times already. I can't hear crap. You know, ironically, I feel like I've thought about this a lot, and you probably have too. You know when you're in a conversation with somebody, and they say something, you say what? And then they say it again, and you still didn't hear them, so you say what one more time. And then they say it one more time, and you don't want to say what again, so you kind of just laugh and smile. The world wasn't made for people like us. Financing a case of Mountain Dew. No, dude, I'm telling you. Mountain Dew drinkers are the most diehard soda drinkers in existence. This is exactly something they do. I can't be the only one who cuts my avocados like this, bruh. Real question. If your mom's phone number turned into money, how much money would you have? Dude, I'd be so rich if my mom's phone number was how much money I had. There's no way any of you guys could beat me. If you think so, you should definitely put this in the comments. Yeah, but you're not gonna beat me. When someone asked me to be more Pacific, starting a fight, petting a dog, consoling a child. Hey buddy is the ultimate stratagem for diplomats. When you went through all that effort to find the song, but it's a low-key cheeks. One gotta go forever. Which one? Alright boys, if you want my honest opinion, it's dry. Wet is too good and it's one of a kind, you can't replace it. Grilled is the healthy option, and if done right, it doesn't need to be breaded or anything else. Crispy, that's like fried chicken, that's your fried option, man. It's like there's a lot of things you can do with the breading and spices alone. But dry is just worse grilled. There's no point. It's like unwet wet. Me, having an extremely specific problem. Some Redditor 4 years ago. My brain was granted a vision. My hand merely a vessel for a higher power's will. Some are good at school. Others are good at lying in bed for 3 hours without falling asleep. This meme was sponsored by 3 milligram Lunesta. Take responsibly. I've got to change my dad's icon. These texts are scaring me. Bro, why would you use Hey Hachi for your dad? Do you hate him? This essay due tomorrow. Am I cooked? My brother, you're getting an A. I left you a surprise on your pillow. Oh gee, no way. I love you so much. Okay, let's settle this. What color is math? Science is green, history is blue, math is red. This is the only right answer. No, absolutely, she's right. I mean, between these 3, yeah, science will always be green, math is red. History being blue, I mean, I usually use like maybe yellow or something, but blue is also a very good choice. Slicing my strawberry shortcake ice cream bar like it's Wagyu beef. Why is this making me so hungry? British dudes be like, you should all looking like that one is mate. Is this racist? Is this a racist meme? Did anyone check if this is even allowed? The apple is increasing. His greed sickens me. He does not need 2 apples. You can taste these photos. You can taste the spoon more than the ice cream. Now he's speaking facts, bro. Absolutely true. How it feels asking people to hang out. Man, it's not even funny, bro. It's just sad. Dude, they put in my drink. You get to decide what that image is, because it's too small for me to see. Looks like a Kid Cudi album. This just in. NBA players caught cheating. Sometimes I think. But then I forget. I think I love you. What about you? What do you mean? Do you love me? Yeah, sure. Can you say it then? Say what? I love you. Thanks. Well, I guess Grandpa was right. Mozzarella sticks are back at Burger King for a limited time only. Sponsor me, man. This is free real estate. You're not paying me. I want some mozzarella sticks, baby. Imagine bugs fighting in here. Imagine that being a pizza box that is empty and then you really want pizza right now, but you can't have any because there's no pizza because it's actually just a box that you're imagining bugs are fighting in. I'm about to get kicked out of this grocery store. Kicked out of the grocery store, make a 3-pointer, free melon, clean up on aisle 3. What's really the big deal? This is how it feels to fold your laundry and put it away. This will drastically affect fishing season. Just like you all drastically affect my day, because I love you. And I'm very appreciative of you guys. Thanks for sticking around. We're hitting 2K very soon here, and it hasn't been that long, so I'm super appreciative. Me, when a homeless man is explaining where his life went wrong, and it starts to sound exactly where I am now. Hey, this is Trevloid. Follow me. What will be your position after communism is achieved? Anti-communist guerrilla fighter. That's how I'd be standing outside my mom's room when I pissed the bed. Germans in 1946. I don't know if this meme is racist enough for YouTube or not, so we're just gonna leave it there. Childbirth is the closest a woman can come to experiencing the pain a man endures from having no war to fight and die in. If you guys have seen the Helldivers 2 memes everywhere, you'd understand. This is a primal urge for men. By goodness, do I agree with it. My most diabolical lick yet. Francis is gonna be so mad. Honey, where did the pet hamster go? How it feels to drink and drive. Can anyone confirm? I turned 20, and my daughter turns 1 today. We have the same birthday. Look what my dad did. Hit you with a pipe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hit you with a pipe.
Sorry, accident.
Hit you with a pipe. Hit you with a pipe. Hit you with a pipe. Hit you with a pipe.
Why are you bleeding?
Guys will fantasize about a relationship with a woman like this. Why? KKK members sing 4K for the first time. Wait till they see upscaled resolution. Block enough ads, and you start to get the good stuff. You can't run forever, Tom Hanks. What is the ad? I don't... Help.
Money can't buy happiness.
The robots I made to destroy New Jersey. Boys, the automatons are taking over the creek. We're losing numbers and we're losing ground. We need all the hell divers we can get. Toilet equals 5 minutes. Toilet plus phone equals 52 minutes. My favorite part of this is when you stand up and your feeling in your legs hasn't came back yet, but it doesn't hurt. And after a while, the blood starts coming back into your legs and you're like, oh gosh, it's starting to hurt. So you're gonna like rush to wash your hands and get out of the bathroom before that pain fully sets in because you're becoming immobilized in about 10 seconds. This should be like a Squid Games challenge. You know what I'm saying? Be walking through grocery store picking up stoner essentials. Lower down the aisle, mixed race couple. Crazy tall black girl with a white guy, shorter by at least 2 heads. She literally grabs him something off the top shelf. Overhear conversation.
So, wait, Mr. House is the computer and Caesar is the... Okay, I think I get it.
This mother trucker has got a girl so sick-whipped she's actually listening to him talk about New Vegas lore. Pick related, how I felt watching such a masterpiece unfold. What is he doing that I'm not? Brother, mixed race couple? Why does that matter? Girl's taller than him. Relax. New Vegas lore, you just gotta get a better personality and find the one, you know? You're focused on all the wrong things. But then again, this is a 4chan post, so are we really surprised? They've barred the gates! Use the Cattering Ram! Mighty King of the Sky. Royal decree demanding my execution. Harbinger of the sun's will. My freaking eyes! My broke cheeks is in Steam debt. How?
Hey Vegeta, let's fight somewhere empty.
PlayStation 5 has exclusives?
New word, slur. When you're giving slay plus purr.
Women will do anything except use actual English. Find urn. Empty. Look inside. It's empty. Expecting Skyrim players to do anything different after playing the same game for 40 years straight? They could never.
My daughter's dice collection.
You're a sick freak for what you did on that island. I'll never understand. 5,000 years of eating bread and suddenly in the course of a decade, everyone is allergic to gluten. Aren't you gluten D's nut? Does anyone want some coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Oh, he said fresh pot. When you get paid bi-weekly. Week 1. Week 2. How the heck did you get a CSGO logo on a perk? Share if you have dementia. Guys will see this and just think, hell yeah. Heard my ex's side of the story. What I did was not good. Who should play live-action Miles Morales? Jaden Smith? Caleb McLaughlin? Shameik Moore? Ryan Gosling? Chat. Don't you dare misbehave. I'm looking at you guys. I want no nonsense in the comments. Silly little YouTube Shorts users, you. Sun. Texas. Earth. Now it's real because it said so online.
I saw you in my dream.
Was my fit hard?
No.
Then it wasn't me. I stand on business. Magazine, trigger, this is a bullpup. Yeah, that's how guns work, baby. I see. You must really like ices. You think they're more of like a red or a blue flavor type of person. What about you guys? The Coca-Cola one's pretty good. I haven't had one since I worked at a movie theater like 5 years ago though, so it's been a while. Me, when the periodic table does not contain the element of surprise. Boo. A bachelor thesis in my lab makes a seminal contribution to software engineering. Open source codes written in C on GitHub have a higher code quality when they contain swear words. Hey yo, what type of contribution? Actual superheroes. I love the IRS. Go to Applebee's. They have neither apples nor bees. No, honestly, why? What does it have to do with apples or bees? Nothing there's fresh and it's all microwaved, so it's not like pollen, play on words with bees, fresh from nature. For heaven's sake, I'm pretty sure the salad there is one of the highest calorie menu items in the US you can get. So, or it's the wrap. It's like the chicken wrap, I can't remember. It's absurd! Just don't go to Applebee's, man. The fish and chips are pretty fire, though. She donated 30 inches of her hair to make wigs for children with cancer. Now some poor kid has to be a ginger on top of having cancer. When you eat toilet paper, so it wipes on the way out. Boomers, when you tell them that they are the weak people that brought hard times. Just stop putting your problems on others, it's everybody's fault. My federal agent watching me fumble the 36th women he sent to de-radicalize me. Boys, If only you knew how much I have fumbled in this lifetime. I am but a silly creature of a man, and I know nothing. I'm more oblivious than a blind and deaf man walking through a war zone. 1,000 drunk drivers get their licenses back! Did you know? Bob the Builder and Jack the Ripper have the same middle name. Future Facebook bot showing me the meme I made that now has me scheduled for execution. If this ever happens, I'm definitely dying. There's no doubt in my mind whether it's through Discord chats or posts from when I was 12 online. I'm going down. I hope to see you all there with me. I love you guys, and remember, be blessed. I'll catch you in the next one.